Hey everybody, I have another new series starting today with my good friend Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. This series is called Sequin Secrets. We are each going to show you over the course of the next year 12 techniques you can use on your scrapbook pages featuring sequins. So at the end of the year, we will have a playlist that will have 24 amazing ways that you can use sequins on your layouts. So I am going to be using two different mixes from Spiegel Mom Scraps. I have a sheet of white cardstock. I'm going to pull my camera in a little bit so I can show you exactly what I'm doing. And I'm going to grab my favorite wet glue for sequins, which is Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive. It's my favorite wet glue for, a lot of stuff, not just sequins. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can draw a design. We're going to keep this design really simple. So I'm taking the Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive. I'm just drawing little curly cues coming down from the top of my paper, keeping it real simple. And then I'm taking two mixes from Spiegel Mom Scraps. One is called Snow Flaky, and one is called Blue Raspberry Bubblegum. For the snowflakey sequins, I am primarily using them for the snowflakes. And then the Blue Raspberry Bubblegum has a lot of the same colors as the collection that I am using. So as you can see, I have my crystal katana, and at the end of each of those little swirly designs, curly cues, I have placed one of the white sequins that looks like snowflakes, and then I'm going to go ahead and work my way up each of these curly cues, adding different colors of sequins. So I lost some of my video footage for this video. So I have all or most of the video footage of me putting these little curly cues down, but then I forgot to hit record on my camera, so it was totally user error, and I don't have the end of the layout where I put it all together, but that's okay. We're going to make it work anyway. As you saw at the beginning, I'm going to be using some Simple Stories. This is one of their new collections. It's called Feelin' Frosty. I am using a hybrid collection that I made myself. So over Black Friday, Simple Stories had a big sale where all their digital collections were 50% off. So I went ahead and I grabbed two of their digital collections, Feeling Frosty and Weathered Garden. And then I just printed them at home on my Canon printer. So I am going to use those products today. I made myself, sized my own die cuts, printed most of the pattern papers, and so this layout will be a hybrid layout. One of the best ways to make a hybrid layout not look flat when you're using all kinds of paper products or things you've printed is to add something with dimension, and in this case we're going to add sequins. So I'm just going through, you can just see picking up the sequins with my crystal katana, plopping them down onto those glue lines that I drew. And I'm going to do this across the entire page. So across the top of the entire page. And then I'm going to center the rest of my elements down into a vertical column and then add some more sequins at the end. That's basically the design that I am going for this layout. As I did this, some of these little glue, my glue drawings, that's what I'm calling it, they did start to dry because this glue does dry quickly. And I knew I couldn't do the whole, I knew I couldn't do the glue drawing across the entire top, but I thought I could get about halfway. Turns out I couldn't, but that's okay. I just added some more glue and continued on placing my sequins onto these little curly cues that I have drawn. If you are interested, I'm pretty sure both of these sequin mixes are still over in the Spiegel Mom Scraps shop. So I will pop my affiliate link down below in case you want to grab them. They are both gorgeous, gorgeous sequins. Very similar in color palettes. This Snowflakey is a little bit lighter, but this Snowflakey has these adorable snowflake sequins in them that I just love. They're gorgeous. And the Blue Raspberry Bubblegum has some different blue tones, and it also has these dark navy sequins in them, so I really like those as well. This is probably one of the easiest techniques that I can show you. Like I said, Christy and I are going to be doing this for the rest of the year, and I'm going to start a playlist called Sequin Secrets that will have both my monthly videos and Christy's monthly videos, which will give you lots of sequin techniques. We are both on the Spiegel Mom Scraps design team, so you'll be seeing lots of projects using those sequins. They are definitely our favorites, and we will be showing you lots of different ways. If there is a particular thing you'd like to see us create, by all means, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I am open to suggestions. Christy and I both do completely different things with sequins. She tends to stitch them gorgeously. She's amazing at stitching sequins. And then some of the things I'm going to use over the course of this particular project is I'm going to show you how to do some shaker elements. We're going to back some cut files and sequence some cut files. That'll be really fun. So I kind of stopped here for a minute because I know I want to use this big, huge, large word snow from the Simple Stories elements. I intentionally cut this really big, and I knew I wanted to use it as my title. I initially had thought maybe I would go ahead and nestle it into the middle part of my layout, but I didn't think it looked right, and in the end, I didn't need it. I didn't put it there. I did use it, but I didn't put it there. Next up, I'm going to take a pen. This is just a Muji pen. And what I'm doing is I am just going to sketch a couple of doodly curlicues. I'm going to have them kind of come in and go through some of the ones I created with the sequins so that you don't just have the sequins, you kind of have these streamers coming from the top too. And it also kind of helps you to know what you're looking at. You know, if you have these drawn doodly ones in between the sequin ones, you really get an idea of what those are, what the sequin shapes are too. Now, so what I'm doing here is I'm just making some thick and thin areas. So I just doodled this little curlicues, came back in, made them kind of some areas thick, some areas thin. And then it adds to that design that's going to be all the way across the page. I love to doodle on pages. I don't do it near as much as I wish I did. It used to be something I did all the time, and I've kind of gotten out of it. Doing this page made me really remember how much I loved grabbing a pen and just adding doodles or little accents with a pen to a page. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it all the way across the top. And I forgot to turn on my video back on. So I'm just showing you nice close-up images of what that border ends up looking like. And then the finished layout, the large snow. And then I have this tag that says "You Melt My Heart." I added some beautiful white trim to that. I created a big cluster, lots of die cuts, and then added lots of sequins in between the die cuts. I just wanted to make this page a little as exuberant as the photo, I guess would be the word. I wanted to make this page as celebratory as this photo of my niece. She lives in the South, and she very rarely gets to see snow, so they got some recently. Here are all of the close-ups. Be sure to head over and check out Christy's video. And yeah, I hope you like this new series. Have a great day. Bye.